better question. I'm just because we're talking to the
Yeah.
600 people. So I just want because a lot of people say, "Oh, it's the money, it's the money, it's the money."
But he didn't have any money then. Like
Well, that's what I was going to get to at
taking
that
care
point.
of him.
Right.
He didn't have any money then. He didn't. That I was pregnant with Marquise in '96. He didn't become 50 Cent until 2003. 2003. Yeah, 2003. I think give us trying to get on 2003, 2000. So it was. He didn't have any money. He wasn't this big dealer that he tries to claim to be. First of all, he never was a big dealer. He was always a corner boy. Let's get that straight. Like anybody from Jamaica, Queens, Southside Jamaica, Queens, Boo was known for his hands, and he was a corner boy. He may have like little yales and that under him, but he was always a corner boy. He was no big time drug dealer, and he wasn't that. Not discredit him, but like I say, he was known for fighting. He was good with his hands, but he was never no big time. He had a nice when I got with him. He had a Land Cruiser, then he got the big Benz, and I guess maybe that gave the facade that he was this big time guy. But everybody from the neighborhood used to look like you talking to him, he wasn't that guy. Well, he was not. So.
Right. So some of the things that the chat wants to know is how many times did he get? Some say 5, 9, 10, 11. Who knows? Did you know how they asked you what it was? How many times he got
Absolutely, shot? I know because I was there. I was there with him in the hospital for weeks, to the point where once he was not in his induced coma. Once he saw I was there, he did not let me leave his side. But he got 5 times. 5 times. Once in the jaw, the arm, the hip, and everything else was like little flesh wound, but 5 times. It was not 9. He said he came up with 5. His reasoning to me why he said he came up with 5 was because Tupac got shot 9 times. 5 times. He said Tupac got 5 times, so he wanted to sensationalize it because he didn't want to be compared to Tupac. He wanted to make it bigger than what Tupac was. That's what. But he got 5 times. That's a fact.
And you was there.
I was in constant communication with the doctors. I was his next to kin. He got 5
times. And you was there because people are going to debate. Were you there?
I was when he got shot in the hospital.
Well, both.
I was there in front of the house when he got shot. Like I said, his grandmother was in the yard planting flowers. Marquise and I had walked him to the. I can't explain the house. Well, I kind of could, but the house had a porch, so he was still like a outside porch. So Marquise and I was standing in the outside porch. JU came and spoke. If you hear even JU's interviews, which by the way, coming soon, I have so much footage with God. Rest in peace, JU. I got so much footage with JU, and that's going to definitely come out soon. Yeah, we were there. Marquise and I were there. We were there. And he never placed me there. Like I said, he likes to control the narrative. He never placed me there. But Marquise and I were there. We were there. Me, Marquise's grandmother, and JU. And JU girlfriend was in the car. His girlfriend at the time was in the car.
Just going back in time, of course. How old was Marquise when he got shot?
He was 3 years. He was about 3 going on 4.
50 Cent's relationship with his baby mama, Shaniqua Tompkins, has been notoriously complicated and full of public drama. Unlike the polished celebrity stories you often hear, this one has been messy, emotional, and at times downright hostile. The two share a son together, which naturally brings a lifelong connection, but their interactions over the years have been marked by tension and conflict rather than cooperation and peace. From the beginning, their relationship was far from smooth. Shaniqua and 50 Cent had their ups and downs, but what made things even more difficult was how publicly their disagreements played out. Instead of working things out behind closed doors, they often found themselves airing grievances on social media, in interviews, or through their respective camps. This constant back and forth only added fuel to the fire, making their situation more volatile and harder to manage. One of the main issues between them seemed to be trust and respect, or rather, the lack of it. Shaniqua has publicly accused 50 Cent of being an absent father at times, while 50 has responded by questioning her intentions and character. Both sides have been critical of each other's parenting and personal choices, which only deepened the divide. Unfortunately, these clashes did not just stay private, they became headline news, turning their personal problems into public spectacle. Financial disputes have also played a big role in their strained relationship. Custody battles and child support disagreements have created a lot of tension, with Shaniqua pushing for what she feels is fair for their son, and 50 Cent sometimes portraying himself as being unfairly targeted. These disputes add another layer of complexity, turning what should be a shared responsibility into a source of conflict and frustration. What makes the situation even harder is that both of them are high-profile individuals who live very public lives. Every argument, every legal filing, and every statement has been scrutinized by fans and media alike. This constant spotlight can make healing and moving forward even more challenging because there's pressure from all sides and very little room for private resolution. Despite all the struggles, it's clear that both 50 Cent and Shaniqua want what's best for their son, even if they don't always see eye to eye on how to get there. The challenge lies in setting aside personal differences and putting their child's well-being first, which is often easier said than done when emotions are raw and past wounds run deep.